I'm Catherine from Gamecast, and we're at one of the best game stores in LA, which is Gamedude, and we're going to buy some games. We've just been in Gamedude, and as you can see, we bought a lot of stuff, and now you get to see what we got.
So these are the games we bought. We're going to go in age order, as in the older games, the newer games, not our age. Yep. So one of the reasons I really wanted to go to Gamedude was I knew that they did Atari games for $3 each. Is that all of them? Yeah, so any game, you know, is $3. So because, as you may know from my Weird Atari videos, you get some really cool games in America that you don't get over in the UK. So I just picked up like a whole load, and I'm hoping some of them will be cool and will feature in maybe my next Weird Atari video, which will be up when we get back. So a nice simple one. This is just one, like Activision games aren't that common in the UK. This is Mega Mania. That's just one of the main like Atari games. One of the rarer ones though, I think. And then I think everything else is all kind of, oh, that's kind of normal. So then this may have come out in the UK, but it's a fairly rare game, and this is a Strawberry Shortcake music matchup. I think it is musical matchups. It's like a 4, I think.
I know what Strawberry Shortcake is.
No, I mean like in terms of rarity, so you don't really see it. But the Parker Bros games did come out in the UK, so it might be available, but I've never seen it before. The rest are all like Apollo or 20th Century Fox, Data Age, and US games. So I've got Egomania, because that looked pretty cool. And Towering Inferno, that's also US games. Then we got, let's do the Apollo. Unfortunately, because they are like just $3, some of them like don't have, well, I made sure that they all had the side labels, but like for instance this one doesn't have a front label, so that's Space Chase. Then MASH, Bugs. Unfortunately, I wanted this one to have a thingy, but it didn't, unfortunately. Frogs and Flies. And then this, which I'm sure will feature on a Weird Atari, which is Journey Escape. So that's really cool. And I mean, what? So I got three. Yeah, so I got 12. So there's 12.
You've got 9 there.
Is that 9?
3, 6, 9.
Can't count right now.
9.
9 threes are
9 times 3,
27. Wow, so I spent $27 on Atari games, but that's like what, 20 quid for a whole load of games, which is cool. And I think actually I'm next as well. So I picked up a bit of an oddity. I didn't realise that this had come out on the Game Boy. We've got this on the PlayStation. I'm not sure if it came out on the Game Boy in the UK. I never even knew it. Yeah. So this is a game called Rocks. And this is a really weird like dice match 'em up game that maybe this instruction book will like alleviate on a little more. The instruction manual for the PlayStation version like tells you nothing about the strategy of the game. And there's a link cable too. So that was really cool, and that wasn't too expensive either, so I'm glad to have picked that up because I did really enjoy the game on the PlayStation. So.
After not knowing what the hell was
yeah,
going
I mean
on.
it took me about an hour to figure out what the hell was going on, but it was fun. So yeah, I think you can go next with your PlayStation, yeah?
Yeah,
Do you want me
haven't
to do
got
my
anything
PlayStation
else?
first? No.
Okay, so I didn't buy much. I don't know. There was some Jaguar games. They were really expensive. There were some 3DO games, but they were quite expensive.
Yeah?
Yeah. And there wasn't much else that I was interested in. I don't know really why. I looked through a lot of it though. So I picked up some PS1 games, all of which never came out over here. So to start off, this one's a bit weird, only because it's not like the others, but Monster Rancher Hop About. So you can see there with Mochi on the front there, hopping on a pogo stick.
He's Wazo.
He's Swayzer, isn't he?
Yeah.
and then other characters like bunny rabbit thing and stuff like that. So this is what looks to be. Well, it looks like you're uncovering a map and you're just bouncing around on a pogo stick, but there's like traps and stuff like that. It says here obstacle courses. This was pretty cheap, and of course never came out over here. Only one Monster Hunter Ranch game came out in the UK. Yeah. It's mega rare. We have a copy still, right? We still have it. And I saw it and I thought, hey, I'll pick that up. So that wasn't too expensive.
Well, only one Monster Rancher. Actually, no, because Digital Car Battle came out as well, didn't it?
Did it?
Actually, no, is that Digimon?
Isn't that Digimon?
That's Digimon.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was the only one that came out in the UK, yeah.
And then next up, none of the games have ever come out over here, have they?
Never, no.
So it's an age tech game, and that's what the hell, what's wrong with me? RPG Maker, oh my god, I know what I'm holding. RPG Maker 1, they had RPG Maker 2 and 3 as well, but this one looked nicest. It was more kind of pixel style RPG making.
So is it not actually the Russian RPG Maker?
I don't believe it is. I mean ASCII's here as a thing. It's age tech. I don't know if it's related to the the previous RPG. It's probably really loud just me throwing that down. I don't know. I don't really remember what RPG Maker was like back when we had to play with it. But it's got a pixel maker thing, which is called the Anime Maker. All about events, setting up events in it. But yeah, this one's like two-dimensional, whereas RPG Maker 2 was, I suppose you could say, like Final Fantasy 7, so that style. And then RPG Maker 3 looked like your standard Western RPGs that were released on like PS2 and stuff like that, so a third-person RPG. It didn't look as nice, so I thought I'd go with this one to start off. I can always pick up the second one at any other point, but I thought this one had a pretty funny cover because there's a guy sat in the Dungeon Master seat, because it says how you can be the DM of your ultimate RPG. See, because he's drawing it as the monsters are there. That's what it's like when you play the game.
Just make it up as you go along.
But yeah, like, you get to script everything within the world, more than 400 dungeon components, 68 character choices, a library of game designer tools. You can share your levels on memory cards. You can use the mouse as well. One of a few games that can use the mouse.
Yeah, that's cool.
And has the like sprite creator, which allows you to animate characters as well. So that's really nice. I thought, considering it had the sprite animator thing, I thought, you know what, I'll go with that. It's weird that it's in what they refer to, the double cases.
It's a clamshell, isn't it?
Clamshell, really?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because it's only a one-disc game. It's always a little weird when you have those. But it's like mint condition, as is Monster Rancher.
Yes. Do you have two manuals? You've got two manuals.
Oh, I do.
I think that's... This is manual 2. That's manual 1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was looking at the other one.
Oh yeah, manual 202, Anime Maker and Scenario Mode. So yeah, that was cool. I decided I wouldn't get the other ones though. So that's nice. I'll let you continue looking at the instruction book. And the last one I got was on PS1 anyway. Kera King. This is the original Ribbit King, which I then found out was then actually a port on the PS2 and the GameCube. As far as I'm aware, this only came out in Japan. The characters is weird in looks, just like the GameCube one that I've played. Although some of the characters look even weirder. It has Pocket Station support, which is really cool. It's got like a little picture on the Pocket Station on there, and I can't wait to give it a go. Ribbit King, if you haven't played it, is one of the most random games. Like in the UK, it's called Frolf that you play, which is frogs with golf. However, in this, it's called Keroth. And the champion of Keroth is Kera King, which is obviously why it's called Kera King, which is Ribbit King. But yeah, it's like you hit a frog and he bounces somewhere, but it's really random. So he'll swim, he'll jump and eat flies, he can land on things that go in random directions. It's a very strange game. I recommend you play it. It does seem a little bit different because it's quite two-dimensional with 3D elements. So things like trees seem to be 2D and the characters are 2D, but the environment still seems to be 3D. Charlotte noticed it because I think you asked to look at the Japanese PS1 games, and she was like, "Hey, what's this?" to me. Is that what?
Well, I thought it was like the Nano and
Oh yeah. You thought it was Kero-kan.
Kero-chan, yeah.
Kero-kan.
Kero-san.
There's a Nano and Shy game on the WonderSwan, where you're a little girl who's dressed as a frog. People may have seen it. It's a cool game. I really like that game. And I guess you saw him, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you thought, hey, that looks like it. And I was like, yeah, maybe. And then I saw the frog on the front. I was like, oh my god, when I saw the back. And yeah. Yay. So that's really, really cool. There, what I got on the PS1 anyway?
So I'm starting to compile a collection. This is actually because of another YouTuber that I watch, and I can't think of what his name is. It's like JC something. He does like a video game sellers like series where they go to flea markets and buy stuff and then sell stuff. But he has a survival horror collection, and I wanted a survival horror collection.
We've always really had one, haven't
like
we?
to be fair, we haven't.
We've got most of the
yeah,
survival
we've
horrors
got
anyway.
most of the survival horrors anyway on the PS1. I've recently
PS2.
purchased a couple, and most of them on PS2 as well. But I think more of the obscure ones are on the PS1. Whereas on the PS2, most of them is like the Silent Hills, the Resident Evils, the Clock Towers.
You've got Clock Tower, Haunted Ground.
Then you've got things like Haunted Ground that are maybe a little more obscure, but otherwise that's about it. Whereas on the PS1, there's loads of all these like Japanese games that came out and then didn't do very well, and so they didn't come out in the UK. So I had a list of games that I needed to get. So look at that. That's like a total
like
PS1
D.
game. It does look like
Not
D.
D, Enemy Zero.
Yeah, it's D1, isn't it?
Yeah, Enemy Zero there.
Yeah. So like these are probably like super common. I don't know, but like I want to get hold of them. So the first one's just Echo Knight. The sequel came out on
Reflection.
the sequel came out on the PS2. We have the PS2 one. We just don't have the
Got
PS1.
it randomly from a boot sale, even though it's not out in the UK.
Yeah, it's got 3 unique endings. So that's a first person one. A lot of them were first person on the PS1, which I always found a bit weird. So that's cool. And then a copy of Juggernaut as well. Prepare to open the gates of hell.
Did I just see roller coaster? A roller coaster ride through time and space.
Where does it say that? Oh wow.
It will have you questioning what is reality and what is illusion.
Fantastic, right? And that's like 3 discs.
Yeah. Or both mint, of course.
So thanks to my amazing
Especially that one.
PS1 collection, I can play these in black and white.
I can play them in colour.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure my thing played them in colour.
Yeah? That's because you have that box. It's at home right now.
No, I've got that with me.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were at home.
My BGA box, now I've got it.
Yeah, so that's really cool. 2 more to the collection. So the one that I'm looking for now, I think, is Countdown Vampires. And then there's like 4 more games that I need. POW, PS1, and then I should have them all.
Hell Knight, Chaos Break.
Chaos Break, possibly Cool Decker, because I'm not sure if we got it. And
Sure
the
we got
note. If anyone's got the note, you
Sure.
could sell it to me. I'll pay you £5.
It's worth more than that, right? I'm sure we've got Cool Decker.
Yeah, so that was really cool because I like PS1 games because I think the PS1 is now, along with the Atari, like my favourite console.
PS1's always been our favourite console.
PS1 is like the best of all consoles. You don't get
when
a
you can
catalogue
have
like that on
stacks
anything
of
else.
games on the PS1. It's obviously because we were collecting from the days of the PS1. Oh, me now.
There's loads of age tech games today, like Echo Knight's age tech as well.
Yeah, I suppose you can say in the theme of this is Taito. In the theme of
Age tech property.
RPG Maker, I got another game which is kind of you're taking part in the game, if that makes sense. Called Magic Pengel
Or Pendule.
Pendule? Do you think it's Pendule?
Pengel.
Pengel. Oh, that's cute. Isn't that cute?
Mhm.
I was just having a look at this. What's so quiet? I wonder if they can hear the beeping.
So if there's beeping, there's like construction works behind our hotel, so we can't stop them from
Ghibli. Gainax.
Wow.
Well, I looked at that and I was like, she looks...
You didn't buy this last year, did you?
No, I bought Graffiti Kingdom.
Okay. I was thinking like the thing looks really familiar.
Ghibli
So
and
it turns out that this game
well, they're the
is
animation
using
studio behind
Ghibli
it.
and Gainax, which are like two very big
That's got
houses.
that's got them as one studio though, which is a bit weird. Well, either way, I'd never heard of this before. It's kind of like Drawn to Life, but I think I'd say a bit cuter. But Graffiti Kingdom's quite similar. I wonder if they're related in some form. But then, of course, we never had anything like this released in the UK. So yeah, Magic. What did you think it might be called?
Pengull.
Pengull. The Quest for Colour.
If you know how to pronounce it, put like a write a
Yeah,
comment.
you can write a comment. This is how I believe you
with the
pronounce it.
phonetics.
Did I show the back of that? Because that looks really nice. Nice little piece of art there. So yeah, you're doodling. You take the adventure game role of a lifetime as a doodler. You're a doodler.
Not a drawer or an
A
artist.
doodler.
You're a
You're
doodler.
doodling. A special person capable of drawing your own cast of characters and watching them come to life or alive as active 3D cast members in one of the most original games of all time.
So it's kind of like that game on the PS3 in a way.
Which
the one where you make your character. The RPG one?
Which one?
3D Dot Game Heroes. So it's kind of like that.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to create your own character in that. But no, it's the same as Drawn to Life as well. Stuff like that.
I never played Drawn to Life.
Well, not just that, but then there was a SpongeBob one and
SpongeBob one, yeah.
loads of others.
Loads of others, I just can't think of the name.
Yeah. You can save up to 200 doodles on a memory card.
How much does it take per one?
I don't know. Well, you can get 200 on an 8 meg memory card.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, they automatically animate them for you. That's quite nice. It'd be interesting to see how that works. What if you draw something really freaky with like legs coming off of its head? What will it think of their ears? Do you think? Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Games like that, it's just...
This was like $4 or something.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like mega cheap.
Wow.
And I was like, oh wow, that looks really cool. I'll get that. It's also because, like in Gamedude, the games are quite far away because you're behind a cabinet. And so if you see this from afar,
Yeah, it's really colourful.
I was just like, what does that even say? So I asked the guy to grab it, and I looked at it. I was like, you know what? I'll buy that. So yeah, that's my PS2 game.
I also got a PS2 game. Now, I think that this is available in the UK anyway.
Yeah.
I believe. But if it is the same game, then it's like super duper rare.
Very rare.
Yeah. So I picked up a copy of the Bible game.
It looks like a DVD.
I know it's so nondescript, and then the back as well is all blue. Now this is like this crazy there's a TV quiz type buzzer game. Does it use the buzzers? No, it doesn't use the buzzers. Oh. And then it has 20 challenges, which are like micro mini games. So there's one that's like Dance Dance Revolution, and what was the other? There's one like Temple Run and Whack-a-Mole, and loads of but all Bibles, like they're all themed on stories of the Bible. There's also 1,500 questions on the Old Testament, and music from the hottest Christian.
You're gonna fail that game.
Music from the hottest Christian artists, including Toby Mac, Newsboys, Cutlass, Jeremy Camp, and more. It's also recommended family entertainment by the Dove Foundation. Now, this was like $16, so I paid like a tenner for this.
I hope it's rare over there as well then.
Probably not. It's probably like a $5 game, but I kind of had to get it because it was just really weird. So that's kind of.
Did they only have one copy of it?
Yeah, they only had the one copy. Like I saw it like that. It's like, oh my god, can I look at the Bible game, please?
And they were like, sure. It's a shame. They had a lot of things that I would have been interested in buying, but the things I was interested in buying typically weren't in great condition and were really expensive. Well, what was it? Ronado. Long-running series of RPGs on the the PlayStation console. So it was a PS3.
That one. The musical thing. No.
It was a turn-based RPG, but it was in a big box like this. And the guy was trying to get it open, and I could see there was a rip in it. And I was just like, "Careful, there's a rip." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And he was trying to force it up even more. It didn't open on that side. It opened round the other side, and I was just like, "Oh wait, let me just have a look." And then I saw that it had like a pull back bit and a pull out, and he was just trying to tear it open. But it only came with an art book, and I believe the art book came out in the UK as well. And they had the record of the Agarest War on 360, the Naughty limited edition, which had a boob mouse mat, which was very well used.
It was a bit gross.
Her skin, like on her boobs, had turned to a
brownie,
a sweaty colour from obviously leaning on them. I guess it's a good wrist thing. Who's next? This is quite recent. Oh, this is 2010. Okay, so I picked this up. I don't really play on my DS very much, but this was $5, and it didn't come out. At least I don't think it came out, but it looks so familiar. Looks like an action film. Yeah, it does. So Jagged Alliance is like an old Surtec game. It's an amazing action RPG, and I didn't realise that they'd released it on the DS, so I thought I'd get this to give it a go. It won't play the same, obviously, as the old PC game, but for $5, you can't really say no to that. And it's like all good. Massive instruction book. It must just... Oh my god, it is actually all in English. What? Look at that. Hey, we're in America. That's true. Yeah, in the UK, manuals are translated into not that much anymore. Okay, I suppose not that much anymore, but manuals used to be translated into a billion different languages. But yeah, so that was cool. You got a DS game too, though, so... Yeah, I suppose that's more recent. So this isn't actually from Gamedude. I went there remembering that there was 2 DS games that I wanted from America. One of which was the recent Adventure Time game on DS. It also came out on 3DS, but the 3DS is region locked. I decided to not buy myself a 3DS while there. Which, had I done, I probably would have come back with 3 or 4 RPGs as well as Adventure Time, and having spent, I have no idea how much.
You could have done it.
I could have done it. I could have, but then I'd be like, great, now I've got an American 3DS.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have bought one in purple. I don't believe purple came out in the UK, but still. Or a Fire Emblem one. The Fire Emblem one was quite expensive. And the other game I really wanted, which I remembered when I was looking through the games behind the kind of desks, was Lufia. Because Lufia was a SNES game. Well, there was Lufia 1, Lufia 2. Came out on the SNES. They're pretty rare. I can't say I've ever seen a copy outside of eBay. And they recently released one on the DS. I say recently, it was 3 years ago now. They released one on the Nintendo DS in America only, America and Japan only. And I looked for it and they didn't have it. And then I thought, hey, let's go to the GameStop, because there's a GameStop on the way back from Hollywood. And I thought they might have Adventure Time. They didn't. Well, they did. They had a pre-owned cart for $25. $25? Yeah, $25 for just a cart. I can buy it for cheaper than that box on eBay. From the UK as well. People who happen to have copies. But I did pick up a copy of Lufia, which I thought was quite cool. I didn't expect it there, and I was looking through their games to see if they had a Adventure Time. I was like, oh my god, they got Lufia as well. So I picked that up. It's a new copy. It looks like they've had it a while. They may have had it 3 years. Who knows? But it's complete. The manual's been a little bit hurt. But I didn't bring a DS with me, so now I regret that. Because I can't play on it. But yeah, I'm hoping it's as good as what I remember Lufia 2 was. But yeah, so I picked that up.
Not the first one, though.
Well, I remember the Sinistral stuff happening. Stuff, but it might be the first one. However, either way, I enjoyed playing the second one. I never played the first one though.
So the last game that I got, this didn't see a release in the UK for some reason. This is the Little Big Planet 2 Special Edition. Now this isn't the bookend one, because Catherine did an unboxing of that. This is a different kind of special edition because this includes extra content. But what is absolutely ridiculous is that you can look all over the box. You can look in the manual and nothing will tell you what the actual content is that you get in this. I have no idea why. It just tells you that you get some bonus PlayStation Move levels. And over $35 of bonus content, and that's as far as it goes.
Bonus content!
Yeah, that's all it says. And it's all on the disc though, which is cool.
But that's what they do, isn't it?
And then the manual just seems to be the LBP2 manual for some reason. But the special edition comes with the Move pack, which was called Rise of the Cakeling. It also comes with the Toy Story level pack, the Toy Story like costume pack. It comes with the cat and dogs costume pack, and then that might be it, I think. Which is cool, and I think I have a move, don't I?
Yes.
So now I can play this, which is actually, will this work on my, yeah, it will work, won't it? Region free. So that's really cool, because I've been looking for that, and I thought, you know what, maybe they'll have it, and they did, and it was super cheap, so that's really cool. Because every piece of really good game. It is.
I know.
It's good, especially if you're a creative person. Because the whole point is to create, don't play, create.
You can play as well.
You can play as well, but it's not as fun as creating. Creating is where it's at. Like RPG Maker.
Okay. As well as that stuff, like I picked up a couple of t-shirts. You've got a t-shirt as well.
I do have a t-shirt.
I've got socks as well. So we went to Hot Topic. We went there last year and picked up a couple of t-shirts, and we thought we'd go again to see what they had. I guess they always have sales on. I don't really know. Like firstly, I just because they were cute Pikachu socks for any Pikachu fans out there. So like one with Pikachu. Oh look, there's another one with Pikachu. And another one with Pikachu.
They all have Pikachu.
And another Pikachu. And another one. It's like running Pikachu on one of them, standing on another, faces on the other, and jumping Pikachu. I like having nice little socks, so I picked those up. And then in their sale, I got a Pikachu t-shirt, and which I thought was pretty cool. I'm not a fan of the colour, but then this is a slightly different blue to the Pikachu one. And I got Spirit Tracks. It's Spirit Tracks, isn't it? Yeah, Spirit Tracks. It's the DS game t-shirt. They had an offer on, so it was buy one clearance t-shirt, get another for $1. So
Was it?
yeah, I paid $1 for one of these. So Spirit Tracks one was $1. This one was $14.99. So I paid $15.99 for two t-shirts, which was okay.
I didn't realise that.
I suppose you could have picked up just a t-shirt, couldn't you?
For $1.
Well, we didn't really know what the offer was, because when we walked in, a girl was like, oh, if you buy a t-shirt, you get 30% off or something like that. And there were all these different signs everywhere saying, buy this, get something.
Could have got one for $1.
I didn't realise until I bought it and looked at the receipt. I'm sorry. I just got a t-shirt. It's yeah, I suppose you should pick up another t-shirt.
I could have got a Mario one. It's a pretty cool t-shirt.
That would have been $1.
Just a Tetris t-shirt, which is cool. Because, you know, that always happens in Tetris. Don't you know it? So yeah, hopefully we'll be going to E3 again next year, and then we'll get to go to Gamedude again, because unlike Catherine, who doesn't buy very much anymore, I like going there.
What's that supposed to mean?
Look at what you bought this year! You should have just bought more.
I didn't want to spend $50 on their collector's editions that were manky.
That's true.
I didn't really see much else I wanted.
That's true.
I don't have the space.
We do recommend going there. Like, they don't have like everything, but they have a very nice selection of everything.
They've got a lot for a variety of consoles. Like they had a Sega Nomad.
And a Jaguar and a Neo Geo. A bunch of games for 2,600, 5,200, 7,800.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
in
they
television.
have stuff throughout the ages of stuff. And they do new games as well. Like, they've got brand new titles on like PS2 onwards. And then pre-owned for everything.
And a select amount of import, which is always cool.
Yeah. I don't know if their import ever increases or decreases. I'm not sure if they had all that stuff that they
Probably,
had this year, last year.
I remember that train game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to. Well, I enjoyed looking around in there.
It is fun.
I could have bought more.
Unfortunately though, because of course, like, all of our consoles are PAL, it means that you can only be quite selective with the games that you buy. Whereas, like, you can use, like, an adapter for the SNES to play SNES games. You can't really do that for NES games, as far as I know. Short of, like, buying an American NES. Because, like, they look the same, but I don't think they play. I'm pretty sure they're region locked.
Okay, I didn't realise that.
The same goes for Genesis games. You can never know if they're going to be region locked or not.
Yeah, I think
Because
they are.
most of them aren't, but then some of them, what is it? We've got Shining the Holy... No, is it Shining the Holy Ark, or is that the Saturn game?
Isn't that a Saturn game?
It's like an RPG. It's Shining something. and it's region locked, and it's like that's.
Oh, really?
But Fantasy Star isn't, so it's like, well, who knows?
Yeah, and then like of course all new titles. Most 360 games are region locked. Some PS3 are, those mainly sports games. But like with things like Game Boy, you know, you're perfectly fine. Except of course nowadays with 3DS they're region locked.
But then most of you viewers are American anyway, I imagine.
What?
Don't we have a lot of American viewers?
Don't know. Maybe.
If you're American and you live near California, you should probably go there.
Yeah, or if you ever plan to go there, you could always pop to Gamedude.
It's not far from Hollywood. We always go, like, to Gamedude, then back to Hollywood kind of thing. Just have to get on a bus.
Yeah, buses are nice.
Yeah. Or you can drive there if you fancy.
Yeah, most people have cars.
Yeah.
They got a car park, so you can park in their car park. Yeah, they usually have a lot of promo stuff, but there wasn't anything great this time around, I thought. I didn't come back with a t-shirt.
No. I don't know if we'll be going. We might go to World 8 again this year, not sure. But you can expect to see an E3 giveaway soon.
Yep.
Hopefully a couple of E3 videos as well,
Mm-hmm.
if we get the time. Bunch of interviews. We're going to have a load of interviews that are really cool lined up with some very special people.
Special people.
Special people.
Special people.
Special in a cool way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll catch you for those videos, and I hope you enjoyed this one. It is a bit long, but there's two of us. Two of us and games. So yeah, and catch you the next. Don't point at me. Catch you for the next one. I can see what you're doing. There's a thing there. I'm stupid. Okay, catch you for the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Meanie.